Hi, I'm Austin, and this is Dungeons and Dracon Beams.
Previously on Dungeons and Dracon Beams, it was barely 7 a.m. when the computer at the barber shop lit up with a notification, and then another, and then another. Appointment time updated. New appointment. User profile updated. The notification sat on the desktop for a moment before sliding off the screen. Austin slid the key into the lock, opened the door, and took no note of the glowing screen as he began his day, preparing his chair and making sure everything was set up just how he liked it. He had a pretty good idea of what the appointments were that day, so it was a surprise when his first client showed up and it was a young kid. Shouldn't he be in school? Austin wondered for a second, but he was quickly distracted when the older guy he definitely thought was his first cut of the day showed up and insisted he had an appointment at 8. No problem. He would check the schedule, and sure enough, the kid was first. I could have sworn, though, that it was, he thought the kid's up. So he gets to work on his specialty, mullets. And as he starts lining up the kid's head, he catches a glance of his phone screen and saw a text exchange from someone saying they got him a coffee, and him responding, "Save it until lunch." Well, none of my business, he thought with a shake of his head before clicking the scissors twice and getting to work. The announcement of the Sadie Hawkins dance quickly rippled from homeroom to homeroom. Phones across the high school campus lighting up with, "Did you hear? I'm asking so-and-so. Who are you asking? This is so stupid. I can't believe in this day and age," and so on and so on and so on. However, one classroom in particular was in distress. Mr. Statorik's. Kinsley hadn't heard a word since Mr. Statorik announced the dance, and that girls had to ask boys. She immediately began looking around for Zach. She saw Kamren, his cute friend, but not her type, and then Dylan, and that girl from the other school she didn't know, but who immediately started asking irrelevant questions about class sizes or something. Who cares? After spending the whole class thinking about exactly how she was going to word it, she fell into step behind Dylan and Kamren as they left the classroom. But then Kamren pulled Dylan aside and they started whispering to each other animatedly. So much for them meeting up with Zach. Kinsley rolled her eyes and turned towards her next class. Later then. She didn't stick around to hear Kamren ask Dylan for a favor that she owed him, or certainly didn't stick around to hear that she had to get Savannah to go to the dance. Well, Kamren only had to convince Zach? Whatever, no matter. Gerald was staring at a class of bored high schoolers as he recited the lines to the famous Gettysburg Picnic song. He looked across the room at various bored or vapid expressions. Kids these days, they know nothing. They don't even understand how the picnic shaped the price of spaghetti to this day. They can't even eat a bowl of mac and cheese without being a part of history, of a massive event. The only thing worse was when that new girl, he checked his class roster since the schools were combining, Savannah, asked questions. He didn't like her tone. This was supposed to be fun, people. This is a song. This is a great assignment. So when the bell rang, he ushers everyone out, catching sight of the only kid in school that he couldn't look at. He watched his tall, lanky form, his head towering over the sea of other students. Peter. He just hoped that no one ever told him that he was the one who suggested peeling the grapefruits. Kinsley was ducking and weaving through the crowd, and she thought she saw, yes, she did, Zach. Oh no, Haley was talking to him. That was no good. She was devious. Kinsley casually stepped closer and heard Haley saying, "Why don't we combine forces?" Ugh, the worst. And Haley was the head of the cheerleading squad. Ugh, she couldn't compete with that. So instead, she storms off to her next class, dodging out of the way of Dylan, who was approaching Haley and Zach with a matching look of disdain. And that made Kinsley think maybe Dylan would talk some sense into Zach. Kamren walks into the lunchroom with the confidence of a man who knows what he wants. He strides past Melissa and Zach, ignoring the awkward body language between the two, with Zach staring intensely at his phone while Melissa was smiling at him, ignoring Savannah chattering on behind him about big bugs or something. He walked right up to the lunch lady and asked for pizza, peanut butter and jelly, and peas. He was about to craft one of his favorite lunches. Phoebe barely took note as Dylan and Savannah sat down next to her, but as the conversation continued, something caught her attention. They were going to the dance. But as a group, she heard them say, Kamren, Zach, those two, boys and girls together? You could do that? This changes everything. She immediately grabbed her phone and starts a new group text and starts typing furiously. As the day wears on, the school is abuzz with new possibilities of relationships and love and dances, and the entire campus sprawls below us as Dylan and Savannah are walking towards her car. And just exiting are Kamren and Zach. Zach throws down his skateboard and starts kicking along as Kamren jogs along beside him. And then suddenly they change course. Everyone is now heading towards Dylan's car, and that's where we are now.
My name's Kamren.
My name is Zach.
My name is Savannah.
My name is Aximili Escaruth Estil.
My name is Dylan.
What's worse than homework, parents, and acne?
Betrayal.
War.
Murder.
Brussels sprouts.
Doing it all while trying to stop an alien invasion.
Duh.
Aliens that crawl into your ear and take over your brain.
Mimicking your every thought. Reliving all your memories.
Living life as you would, flawlessly deceiving your friends, your family, pretending to be you.
I'd rather die.
Stay on script.
What's even worse,
Mr. Statoric.
the only thing that stands in the way of complete takeover of all humanity is 4 teenagers and an Andalite.
I am the Andalite,
Yeah, you're the Andalite.
We also have the ability to morph.
It's amazing.
an Andalite technology.
Stay on script. The ability to...
Right. The ability to turn into any animal we can touch.
Lions,
Tigers.
Orangutans.
we must be extremely cautious. We can't trust anyone, thanks to my...
Kamren.
Okay, you read it then.
Fine. We can't trust anyone. Controller or not.
We have seen what happens when we are too trusting.
So now, there's only us.
Only us.
Only us.
Only us.
Because anyone could be compromised. Anyone at all, can be a controller.
Yeah, dude. Even you.
The hustle and bustle of school letting out is happening all around you all. Kids driving away in their cars, buses loading up, and some kids just hanging out and talking. You notice that a lot of the students have already paired off. And Dylan and Savannah, as you all arrive at Dylan's car, you see Zach and Kamren approaching.
Hey.
Savannah just waves.
Hey man, you guys want to ride?
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
I was gonna ride the bus back to the Pacific Towers, but yes, please. Shotgun.
Oh, okay. Dylan just like looks directly at Savannah for a second.
See, I need to make a roll real quick.
Kamren is oblivious. Can I also make this roll?
Yeah. Insight.
No,
I don't
no.
think either one of them notices anything. Kamren pushes Zach away as he gets to the front seat and opens the door.
Zach is fiddling with his skateboard and like strapping it back to his backpack.
As soon as Kamren and Zach showed up and Dylan offered them a ride, Savannah just immediately changed course to the back seat. Like, this is how it do.
Zach jumps in behind Dylan.
As everybody is getting into the car, everybody roll perception checks.
What is this, D&D?
So Dylan, you notice this. You see Peter. He's just watching, looking around, seeing everybody pair off. He's alone. And as he watches, his head droops a little bit. But just as that happens, another kid seems to notice, a senior, Clark Rogers. He moves over to him and puts a hand on his shoulder. You're too far away to hear what they say, but after a moment, Peter seems to laugh and engage a little bit more with him. During this conversation, Peter takes out his phone and seems to be looking up something that Clark is telling him. Then they both laugh, and Peter nods, puts his phone back in his pocket, and then Clark daps him up and walks away. Peter pulls his phone back out and seems to be scrolling and smiling.
Cool. I'm gonna crank the car and then roll up to Peter.
As you like pull around and you like get there, he like looks up from his phone as the car pulls up.
I roll down Kamren's window and then lean, like I put the car in park, obviously. Roll down Kamren's window and lean across him. And I'm like, hey man, do you want to ride?
He like looks in.
No citrus.
You sure?
Positive. It's new. Like it's new.
What about the air freshener?
No air freshener. I roll straight car.
My style.
This car's raw dogging it.
Well, I mean, yeah, if you don't mind, I'm just going down the road.
Kamren, get in the back.
What up? But I called shotgun.
Shut up. Get in the back. You can have it back.
damn it. And he like crawls back and like his hands and like feet like push Savannah and Zach to the side, and he sits in the middle and he's like all crumped up.
Does he get in the back without getting out?
Yeah.
Fucking. As soon as he's doing that, dude, what the fuck?
She told me to get back here,
Are
man.
you taking the middle?
Yes.
As he's doing that, I'm like, stop! What's your feet? Come on, shoes!
Dude.
You heard of doors, man? What the hell?
Yeah, duh. And he just keeps climbing.
He just doesn't even.
When he's finally back there, Dylan's gonna pop the door for Peter.
Yeah. And he gets in and his knees like sit above the dash. And like, yeah, he closes the door. Thanks, Dylan. I really appreciate this.
Yeah, man, you're welcome. And then she's gonna like adjust the mirror and make sure that it like is looking at Savannah for a second and make pointed eye contact with her.
Savannah, since the second that you asked him if he needed a ride, has been like wide-eyed staring. So like you catch her attention immediately because like other than when Kamren came in there and like absolutely was being a freaking menace and like physically hurting her, then other than that, she's being like fully like being like, why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? Why are we inviting the citrus kid here? He might die. There might be a loose orange. I don't know.
Zach leans forward across Kamren and like holds a fist out and he goes, "What's up, man? I'm Zach."
Oh, hey. And he like grabs your fist and he says, I'm Peter.
Zach pulls his fist out and then like grabs Peter's hand and folds it into a fist and then dabs him.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm just nervous.
It's cool. Buckle up, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Sweet. So, you literally do just live like right around the corner, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
My knees hurt sometimes. That's why I'm like, it's cool that you're giving me a ride.
I mean, when you grow really fast, I hear that happens.
Ugh.
And she'd like adjust all her mirrors back and everything.
You see Kamren just smiling at you as like he sees you readjust the mirror and he's in the middle.
Just cheating.
Weirdo. Just a weirdo. Yeah, so she starts driving. She's like, yeah, man, cool. So what have you been up to?
Same old. Had to do a lot of shopping this year, get new clothes and stuff.
That's fun.
I was gonna join the dance committee, because some reasons in the past, and he kind of looks back at the 3 Ocean Grove Central students that weren't there for it, and then he's like, but trying to keep up, make sure everything's good and everybody has a good time at the dance.
Oh, that's really cool, man. Yeah, it's smart and it's really cool. I like that.
Hey, you could, if you wanted to help out, I could get you a spot.
Oh man, I have a lot of projects due between now and then. Otherwise, I absolutely would, because that's my jam.
Oh yeah, no big deal. Everybody's got things going on. I get it.
Yeah. You have a lot going on?
No, just pretty much that dance committee. I like some video games. Yeah, Castle Crashers.
Is that what Clark was talking about?
Oh, no, that's actually like one of the first times I talked to him. He seemed pretty cool. He asked me if I was, going to the dance, and I told him nobody has asked me yet. Yeah, he showed me this cool thing, and he like pulls out his phone and goes to Instagram and like scrolls down. He said, yeah, there's this cool club where you can go and kind of meet new people and stuff. So he said maybe I could get in there and find somebody to go with. He shows you the phone, and you see at the top, in all lowercase letters, the sharing is the Instagram handle.
Can Zach see the phone screen?
Yeah. I'll say as he like shows it to Dylan, you can see it.
Zach's got his phone out, which he does like anytime they're in the car. He very quickly makes like a burner account for Instagram and goes to the sharings page and joins it.
Easy enough. As you all are pulling out of the parking lot of the school, all of you can go ahead and give me a perception check. And Dylan can do it with disadvantage with advantage because she has some mirrors.
Okay.
No need.
No need.
Zach, you do not see this.
Zach's his phone.
Both Dylan and Savannah. Savannah, you just kind of notice it and don't pay too much mind to it, but there is a girl that kind of runs behind the car just for a second and stops, like as it's pulling off. Dylan, you notice that it's Kinsley, and she was like watching the car as it pulled off. That's all you all notice.
Oh, she stops.
Yeah, when you stop, Kinsley's like eyes go wide, and she starts to jog over to the car.
Yeah, she's gonna roll down her window.
Oh, Dylan, hey, thank you for stopping. And she kind of looks back in the back. Is Zach's in here?
Zach rolls his window down.
Dylan smiles.
Does Dylan's car have that kind of window that doesn't go all the way down in the back, or does it go all the way down?
It looks like it goes most of the way down, but not entirely. So, like, there is still just, like, that much window.
So Zach rolls the window down as far as it'll go, and he tries to, like, lean up on the sill, but it doesn't work, so he, like, is kind of up on the glass.
She says, oh, hey, Zach. Hi. I guess we don't have a lot of time. You guys are in a hurry, so I'll just, come out with it. Do you want to go to the Sadie Hawkins dance with me?
Oh, man, I actually already am going with somebody.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
that's cool.
I'm sorry. I mean, I think you could. I'm sure you could get. And he like looks at Kamren. He's like, "Dude, you going with him?"
What? Nobody's asked. She doesn't want to go with me, dude. We're going as a group, he says.
Yeah.
Oh.
You could jump in the group.
Oh, well, I don't want to impose. And she looks around at everybody.
Dylan's eyes are like as big as they could possibly be right now.
Savannah is not looking at them.
10 and 2 staring straight ahead.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
Savannah is like fully avoid, like the most. I don't want to be in this situation.
Can I roll like is there a social skills check I can roll here?
It's called roleplay.
I don't know. Zach's just a dumb boy. That's all.
And she says, oh, okay, well, if no objections, then I guess I'll see you guys then. Thanks. And she like pats Zach's arm. Thanks, Kamren. And she like jogs back to like a group of girls. They all start giggling.
Dylan slowly rolls up both windows.
Zach moves his arm as his starts to go up.
Give an insight check real quick, Dylan, as you check your mirror once more. You know those puppy dog eyes that you showed Kamren last episode? He's kind of giving them to you now, like, oops. That was a tough situation.
She's literally making the face that I'm making right now. Just like tight lips, eyes are squinted, just staring at him.
He like looks down. Great job, Zach.
Savannah's furiously typing on her phone, like in the notes section, and then just hands it over to Kamren.
Notes.
Yeah, in the notes section, she hands it over to Kamren, and it's just a note that says, now that you have invited Kinsley in the group, do we not have to invite Peter as well? Does social norms not dictate that we also must invite him, and we could not just invite one person? Like, it's literally like a spiral of thoughts like that, like paragraph long about like, I think now that we have to invite him.
Is it get to the point where you're just typing and showing it to Kamren as you're typing?
Yep, and she'll like show it to Zach too, like because they're all back there. She'll like, she's typing it like showing Kamren, but like she's not hiding it from Zach either. So if he wants to read like as she's typing, and like still like if she mistypes something, she deletes the whole word, goes back, starts over, period at the end. Like,
I'll be dead ass. When Zach starts to read that, he will not hesitate and will just straight up be like, oh, hey, Peter, you can come too. Like, are you doing anything? Like, you can join the group.
Oh, Zach, I'm sorry. I think girls are supposed to ask guys to this dance.
Oh, okay. Hey,
But
Peter, are you gonna go? Or, like, do you want to join the group?
Give me a charisma check.
All right.
Dylan stares out the window.
It's not good.
Let's see how he reacts.
With a 9, he's into it.
He starts laughing. Yeah, dude. You know what? Yeah, I'll go with you guys. Maybe if I find a new girl at the sharing, I can bring her too. Is that okay? Is that all right with you guys?
Oh, you're gonna go to the sharing? Man, I heard that was like really dumb.
Oh, I don't know.
Bro.
Well, Clark, he said they have like parties and stuff all the time, and like they go do outings. Like they went to this axe throwing thing. They did an escape room.
So it's like a church group, kind of?
No, there's no church. It's just like a social group. Okay. I mean, I guess like a church.
That's what they always say, right?
Yeah. I mean, I guess so. What have you guys heard?
Nothing. Have fun at your cult, dude.
Just, if that's what you're kind of into, that's fine. I was gonna say that like if you see me out here with like, I'm not in a rush and you ever want to ride home, I'll take you home. But like, no, you do you. That's cool.
Okay. I mean, maybe I won't. I don't want to join a cult, but also, Clark seems really cool and like, I don't know. He came up to me. I don't want to let him down. Maybe you guys could
Clark
go
ever
with.
Spoken to you before this day?
I mean, not a lot.
So he only came to talk to you once he wanted something from you?
Well, yeah, but what he wanted was to, include me.
To recruit you into his group?
You give me a persuasion check now.
Okay. Hey, can I have anything for that?
Kamren will say, yeah, dude, Clark sucks.
Good help, Kamren. Yeah, he sucks.
He's on the football team. He doesn't even get any play time.
Well, let Savannah do a persuasion.
That's just what I'm saying.
Oh, meets beats, mother.
Meets it beats.
Wait, no, I
She
had
has
9.
advantage.
Thank fucking God.
He doesn't get a lot of play time, and it does seem weird that he just came up to me out of nowhere. This is starting to sound like a cult. What about all the other people that are there, though?
I don't know about them. It just sounds like he was trying to take advantage of you and,
Yeah, I don't know about them, but I know that like you know me. You know that I had troubles, that I worked through some stuff. And
yeah, you came a long way, Dylan.
Thank you, man. That really means a lot. And I know you. I know what you went through last year. And Clark wasn't there for either of us last year.
Yeah, come to think of it, like Clark, I remember him laughing at me.
Whoa.
Yeah, dude. He said some messed up stuff about me, too.
That sucks shit.
Yeah, that guy does suck shit.
Yeah.
Hey, fuck him. Maybe I'll say something to him tomorrow. Yeah, and if he tries anything, Zach will kick his ass.
Oh,
What?
hey, let's not get into any altercations. That's not cool.
Yeah.
Like, fighting's not cool.
Right.
I am not a good fighter either. Like, I'll get my ass kicked, man.
The best thing you can do to him is just, like, ignore him.
Ignore him.
People just want your attention.
Yeah. Damn, that sucks.
I'm sorry, man.
It's okay. Maybe you guys saved me from a lot of trouble.
For sure,
Yeah,
man.
I hope so.
Hey, have you ever tried skateboarding?
When I was little, I used to have like one of those longboards, but I fell down.
Well, that'll happen.
Yeah, I got a big ass splinter, in my knee. So I just kind of
you
stopped.
fall?
The deck, the boardwalk down.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's like a tricky place to start skating because of all the grooves and shit. Like, they'll catch your wheels and kind of fuck you up.
Oh,
You gotta
that
try
makes
on like
sense.
some flat surfaces. Yeah, I might go like riding later. I haven't really decided yet, but like, I don't know. If you got a board, if you want to come hang out.
Oh, I do. I still have that longboard. Hey, do you want to take my number?
Yeah, dude. Here, and it, like, he just takes his phone and like puts his number in, and then goes to his TikTok app and follows himself, and then closes the TikTok app back out, and then just puts it back on the number like he never did it. And like, Zach has done this. Probably 100 of his followers has been have been done this way.
He does like a quick like calls your phone
Yeah,
to like give you his number.
saves it as Peter.
And you guys pull up to Peter's house, and he looks at you and he says, "Thank you all. And Dylan, thanks for the ride.
Yeah, man, no problem.
Well, I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yep. See you tomorrow.
Later." Gets
Or
out of the
later
car.
today.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna hit you up, bro.
All right, I got to figure out what I'm doing, but maybe.
I'm gonna go grease my wheels.
Is that something you do for longboards?
You would know, dude.
I don't know.
He's already in the house now. As he like goes in and you all pull off, Kamren says, "Well, that was a close one."
Yeah. Before they pull off, Dylan's actually going to make Savannah get up front. She's going to be like, Savannah, use the door. Kamren, you sit in the back.
What? You said I could get back up there.
I lied.
Regular Clark Rogers, huh?
Savannah will wait till this exchange is over, fully expecting that at some point it's going to take a turn where Kamren will reclaim the front seat. But when it feels like it's like that's not what's going to happen, she'll get out of the car and hop up front and then scooch the seat forward a ton.
Oh, yeah, because Peter's real tall. Yeah. You guys are back on the road.
So, what are we doing today? Anything?
Well, I think that'll depend on the check-in from our friend Xander.
Okay.
So, all of us to Pacific Towers? Or, Zach, do you need to go home first?
No, I'm good.
Okay, sweet.
Excellent. I have some homework sheets for you, Zach, because you're not there, I haven't been able to give you, so this will be great.
Zach is already back in his phone. But he's texting his mom to like let her know that he'll be home later.
So, we decided to go to this dance as a group.
Yeah.
Yes, as a group. And Dylan's going to hand her phone over to Savannah and just be like, hey, can you text my dad real quick that I'm coming to your house?
Yep. And Savannah will go into her text app. Would she know what you have your dad saved as in your phone?
I mean, it's just dad. So if she saw dad.
Would Savannah find it weird that it wasn't his first name and last name the way that Savannah definitely has her parents saved in her phone?
I think Savannah is fully aware that most people don't have to call their mom by their doctorate and then first name because it's personal last name.
Does it say doctor and then first name, last name? Of course it does. That's
Dr. Denise. She's allowed to say Dr. Denise because it's her mom, so that's the informal.
Oh my God.
No, but I think she's fully aware that most people have that, like, mom and dad in their phone. I don't think she might, like, note it, but I don't think she'd find it weird. She's been on this planet longer than Aximili. She's studied them longer.
I had an idea way too late, Austin. Can I retcon something? Like, it's a very minor thing. Instead of saving his number as Peter, he saves it as a little spider emoji. And if you go through his contact list, probably 70% of the contacts are just an emoji.
Yep.
Is it Spider first name, Grapefruit last name?
No, it's just Spider.
Okay.
Because it's Peter Parker.
Peter Grapefruit.
Peter Grapefruit Parker.
It was just a designator.
Gotcha. There's no grapefruit emoji anyway.
There's no way to know. Hang on. We
You know
can
what, in
say
this
that
universe-
hummingbirds eat honey, but we can't say that we have a grapefruit emoji?
You gotta stop talking about that as though it didn't get us a sponsorship from the Real Audubon Society.
Presents honey
Oof.
for real bird lovers.
Yeah.
Oof.
Part of world creation is also saying no.
Sometimes you gotta say no but.
How come I'm not allowed to say no but?
You're not creating the world.
You did.
I just tried. And I was told there could be no grapefruit emoji. A thing that will have implications, I'm sure, far and wide. In this
Lasting
game.
Repercussions.
Fine. I like for my players to feel like they have agency, so
No,
there's
no.
a grapefruit
There's
emoji.
no-
There's a
There's no
grapefruit emoji.
grapefruit. Don't
You know what?
Hi-lo
condescend
him.
to me.
Hi-lo him right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Give us a high-low.
You want to call it out, Alex?
No, you're high-lowing yourself. You do it.
You roll the dice.
You roll the dice.
All right, I'm going to call high. There is a grapefruit emoji.
Because that's where they started before they fell onto Peter. Yeah,
Right.
I gotcha.
And low is how he felt after.
That's high.
Low is how he felt after. Like on the floor, low. Like fully an anaphylactic shock, low.
Like in the hospital. I'm going to say that, yes, there's a grapefruit emoji, and Zach explicitly doesn't choose it because that would be mean.
I appreciate that, Zach. It's very good.
It's beautiful.
Does Burfer.
Perfect.
What do you type to Dylan's dad?
Hello, comma. I will be going to Savannah's after school today, period. Send. Makes zero effort to make it sound like Dylan.
Well, he doesn't notice, which he definitely should. He says, oh, that's fine. Are you going to be home for dinner?
Your dad would like to know if you will be home for dinner.
Dylan just kind of like glances to the side. Will I be home for dinner?
We might go out.
It will depend on when Xander. Just say we might go out.
Yeah, we might go out. We're not sure yet.
She will write down exactly what Zach has said. We might go out. We're not sure yet. She'll even contract the word. She will take it as exactly as Zach dictated it. So she will contract where and period at the end.
He'll say, I was going to ask if this was Savannah, but this doesn't seem like Savannah either. You know what? Never mind. I'll leave I'll leave the leftovers in the fridge for you just in case.
Savannah will just read this. She'll read the text message out loud, and then she'll look at Dylan and say, would you like me to tell him that I am texting because you were driving?
No, I'm sure he understands that. Probably? He probably understands that, right? Just send, like, a wink emoji and a thumbs up emoji. No, the okay emoji.
Okay. So she'll do that. She'll find whichever the first winking one that comes up is, and then an okay emoji.
He'll send back a heart emoji.
Savannah will dictate that as well. He sent back a heart emoji.
Sweet.
Can we go to In-N-Out?
Dylan, do you want me to put on a playlist?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sweet. She'll she knows how to use the aux card. She'll plug it
Zach
in. Do it.
immediately starts singing an Olivia Rodrigo song.
It's Dylan's playlist, so she's gonna hit play on whatever Dylan was playing last.
Got you. As soon as Dylan's playlist starts up, though, he does shut up. What song is it?
I Caught Fire.
Who's that by?
The Used.
As you all drive, Kamren's just kind of looking out the window. He'll like nod along to the songs and stuff.
Did he ever move from the middle seat, or is he still sitting in the middle seat?
He moved over.
Yeah, he's actually in Zach's lap now.
He's in Zach's lap.
Yeah, we're cuddling.
Bros, cuddle bros.
Cuddle bros.
During like a moment of like silence where everybody's just vibing out, Kamren will say, I think that I'm going to see if Rena wants to go.
Don't you have to get asked by Rena?
Well, yeah, but I mean, I can just be like, hey, you want to ask me or whatever? But is that cool now that we're going as a group?
Are you not going to be in the group, or is she going to be in the group?
Guess that's what I want to figure out. I know there's some kind of bad blood with some of you, and he looks to Savannah, but also looks to Zach.
Dylan is like, there's bad blood? Wait, does she hate me?
I I don't know. Does she know you?
I don't know.
I can ask her. I've kind of been talking to her a little bit. He likes side-eyes Savannah.
Savannah is just staring out the window, like she hasn't said anything. She's not like saying no or anything. She's just not reacting.
Can I make either an insight or a perception?
Insight check on Savannah. And Savannah, if you are trying to like mask your emotions, you can roll a deception check.
Sure, that'll go well for me. I'm gonna do that for fun. Let's all know that Dylan's gonna win.
Well, this
Best
is
I've ever
awkward.
done. If it meets a beat, so Dylan would have incited good enough.
Yes. So just like by your facial expressions and like your demeanor, what do you think Dylan is picking up from Savannah?
I think Dylan has immediately picked up that it's Savannah who, like, after she got over the, like, was it me kind of thing, if she tunes in to Savannah is sitting there, like, quiet, but she can, like, see the side of her face, and she can see that, like, Savannah is just trying to, like, be quiet, like, jaw set, just ignore Kamren. Like, not ignore Kamren, like, not listen to him, but, like, not make eye contact, not look back at him. She's not gesturing in a way of somebody who's having a conversation. She's pointedly looking away. And I think Dylan can pick up on all of that.
Dylan's kind of like at a loss for what to say. She's just like, man, oh boy. Like, I don't, you like this girl? Like a lot?
Yeah, kinda. I mean, it's still kind of new, but I have liked her for a while, like, but this whole thing is kind of new. I don't know. I don't want to ruin anybody else's time, though.
You should ask her, Kamren. And Savannah's still not looking at him, but she'll add that.
Well, thank you. But is this going to be... I thought this was just going to be for fun. Is this going to be something else? Is this going to turn into part of, the Yeerk stuff?
The
Not
dance?
I thought we were just going to a dance.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, I guess in the sense that, like, we want to look like normal kids, so we go to a dance.
Well, yeah, but the whole stuff with, Kinsley going and joining the group, and now maybe Peter, like, it didn't seem like everybody was on board with that at first.
No, yeah, it's totally fine. That's totally fine. Yeah, no, it's fine. Yeah, adding more people was totally fine. That was absolutely cool.
It cool with everybody?
Can Zach roll an insight?
Yeah. What are you trying to figure out?
If it's actually cool. And cool, Zach still does not know. With a 4.
I think Savannah's genuinely lost that she does not understand why it would not be cool. So she's not like, she's just genuinely lost in, like, what is he trying to ask?
All right. If it's cool with everybody, then I'll talk to her. Thanks.
Yep. So cool. And Dylan rolls on 2 Pacific Towers.
Cameron's kind of smiling now and looking out the window, nodding along to that. But yeah, you guys get to Pacific Towers. You get upstairs to the apartment. Bing! Kamren greets everybody there with Savannah first. Jumps up.
Possum, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, Savannah's so excited to see Possum. She's like scratching his ears, like, petting his face, give him a little forehead kisses, and then she'll go and like start changing his water while he's saying hi to everybody. She'll get his like leash and stuff, get ready to take him outside, all that jazz.
Zach gives him a real good scritch. He hasn't played with Possum in a little bit.
Dylan's giving him butt scritches.
And like after all that has happened, and while Savannah's still like filling up his bowls and stuff, Kamren will get down and wrestle with him a little bit, like he does, until it's time for Savannah to take him out.
Zach flops down on the couch.
Dylan goes into the kitchen to get some water.
Kamren also goes into the kitchen to get some popcorn and gravy.
Savannah's just grabbing possum and she'll say, be right back, and then get in the elevator.
As you two are in the kitchen, Dylan, Kamren will say, so what happened?
Dylan has taken like the biggest sip of water in the world. So she's got like the big ballooned frickin' chipmunk cheeks, and she just like swallows it down and does a little what do you think? Sorry, what do you think happened?
Well, did you ask her to go, or did you ask her to go with the group?
I thought I was asking her to go, and then I just kind of turned into a group thing.
I mean, this is still good.
Is it?
Yes. She's going to be at the dance. Who cares if other people around? There was going to be other people around anyway. Zach, you can roll a perception check against Dylan's stealth check with advantage because Kamren's keeping quiet too.
What in the fuck is going on with my dice today? I don't know shit.
You've got like my rolls today.
Yeah. Zach's got his AirPods in and is listening to like Cartoon Network's newest release, like fully mopping out on the couch. It is Walking on Sunshine.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, Dylan, it's cool. There was going to be other people there anyway. We just needed to get her to the dance.
Okay. Well, new achievement, I guess.
Are you, I mean, is everything cool? Like, you're not happy?
Yeah, no, I am. Like, I am. I'm super happy. I'm excited. We were gonna hang out with you guys anyway, right? I just, got a little excited thinking that we were going to the dance together for a second.
There's still 2 weeks.
2 weeks to say, hey, fuck you guys, we're going by ourselves and not with the group now?
No, we can still,
No,
we can still go, but you can like show her that maybe there's something else.
No, because what if I did that and she was like, I'm not going to the fucking dance now, you weirdo, you creep.
But what if it makes her happy too?
But what if it doesn't?
Dylan, and he like takes a bite, a handful of the gravy corn, throws it into his mouth, and he says,
I need to be real fucking clear right now. This is Jenna the player. Is it wet gravy on popped popcorn and not just like a gravy packet sprinkled over popcorn?
no, it was in the fridge and then put it on the popcorn.
I have a follow-up question. Is it, what kind of, are we talking like sausage gravy, like with biscuits, or is it brown gravy like from Thanksgiving?
I was thinking brown gravy.
Mushroom gravy?
Yeah, mushroom.
It would probably be mushroom gravy.
That's what I was thinking.
At some point, I'm going to have to run across the room and slap that out of his hands. The song's nearly over, so maybe soon.
He'll say, look, you can't live your life on the like, if you're always scared of things that might happen wrong, you're never going to have good things happen. You got to take the risk, get the reward.
Okay, I want you to just play this out in your head. I'm going to give you two things to think about. One, do you know that Rena likes you?
Yeah.
Okay, that's great for you. So like, there's almost no risk there. You know Rena likes you. So like...
Well, there was some risk.
Yeah, it sounds like it actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Just like in a general, like, all of us together concept, sounds like there's some stuff that I want to know about. So you better be dishing some tea for me later. But Two. We already have this planned out as a group. What if I say something or do something? What if things get weird and then we're all still trying to do this massive thing called saving the world together?
Savannah actually told me that saving the world shouldn't stop us from living our lives and having good things too. And I think that goes for her and you and him.
What if she doesn't like me and then she has to see me every day while we try to save the world?
This is the time
Kamren.
when Zach gets up off the couch and starts going towards the kitchen.
Well, sometimes that's just a risk you have to take, and he takes another handful of popcorn and is about to throw it into his mouth.
Good. I don't understand you. I don't understand what you're not getting about this. Can you, or what if you liked Savannah, okay? And you said something to Savannah. Shut up, don't just imagine it for a second, okay?
All right. Yeah, still
How
gross.
is it so fucking hard to imagine? Don't. How? What? Are you kidding me? She's gorgeous.
She's
Shut
beautiful.
up.
But do you like your sister? Do you even have a sister, Dylan?
I don't.
Then how would you know?
All right. I mean, you got me there. That's fair. All right. Yeah. Okay.
You want some popcorn?
Imagine you like me for half a second. Which.
Ugh.
Okay.
Yeah. I would never do that to you and Savannah.
Shut up. Listen to me.
All right.
Imagine you liked me. Shut up. Just keep it low. Imagine you liked me and you said something and then I was like, no, that's disgusting.
Shit.
I don't want any part of this. Please leave me alone forever. But then we still have to see each other every fucking day.
Yeah, I get it.
Okay, thank you.
Zach opens the fridge.
Hey, Zach.
Oh, hey.
I got some popcorn over here.
Zach looks at the popcorn drowned in gravy and he goes, "That's barely popcorn anymore. That's nasty."
You ever tried it?
No, and I'm not going to. And he just takes whatever's in the fridge, a drink from the fridge.
Cool.
What are you guys talking about?
This nasty popcorn.
Yeah, it's gross, and I can see why Dylan wouldn't like it. Or why she wouldn't want to try it.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it would ruin things, possibly.
Possibly.
Okay, so you can understand then why no one likes the food you like.
Well, food is a different story altogether, Zach.
No.
Yes.
I mean, I do agree that is very different from food. So.
Yeah.
You're kind of onto something for once. Can I roll an insight?
Yeah.
Obvious deception check.
I will have Kamren again.
For once.
Give
I got a 14.
Advantage on Dylan's deception.
I would love for Zach to know what's going on just once. Oh, man.
I will say, Kamren seems weird, but the way that, Dylan is, kind of backing him up just leaves you okay, well, Cameron's always weird. And this is just a normal conversation.
Yeah, man. That shit's barely food. It is a different story from food. So.
Yeah. We all have our different likes and dislikes.
You know what? That's true, man. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be total fucking
you're
downer,
not
but
you're not yucking my yum.
I am, though. That is gross. That is gross, and you're wrong for liking it.
All right.
And he smacks him on the back.
Hey, Zach, I got a question, though.
Okay.
Imagine you liked someone.
Okay.
And you didn't know how they felt about you, okay?
Okay.
And then imagine that you told them that you liked them, and turns out they didn't like you, but you still had to see them every day.
Can't relate.
Okay, but imagine, use your imagination.
Like that Haley girl.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
think she
yeah,
likes
yeah.
me, though. She just wanted to get clout.
Okay, but just stay within the parameters of the thought experiment, right? So
Okay, so like
imagine-
hypothetically, Haley likes me and I really don't like her at all. So like, but then I have to hang out with her all the time.
but I
because
want-
I'm
but
a cheerleader too.
Oh, from the other perspective, no, I like this. Yeah,
I
yeah,
could
yeah.
do cheerleading probably. I'm into like calisthenics and shit, so like I could probably get into that. I don't know really the school spirit part though. Like, so I probably wouldn't want to join this cheerleading
less
team.
the activity, and more the seeing that person all the time.
Okay. So like I'm like a, I don't know, I'm just there for whatever reason. I'm doing like calisthenics training with them or something.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that would probably kind of suck for her.
Yeah.
But not for you.
No, I mean, I feel like I'm pretty like aware of my feelings towards people, and like, I can't control like how they feel. So I'm gonna do my best to like, I don't want to hurt them, right? But like, I'm not gonna feel weird about making sure that she's aware that I'm not into her that way. Does that make sense? Like, I think you just got to be truthful and open.
Dylan just turns around to the sink and starts washing her glass furiously.
Kamren pats Zach on the back. I think you're right, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's a pretty healthy way to be, right? Like, I don't know, I'm not trying to be an asshole or nothing, but like, if you're not into somebody, you just got to be for real about it.
And if you're into him.
Yeah, if you're into somebody, you should also let them know. Like, you got to be true to your feelings. Like, however it goes.
Like, what if you had... Okay, she turns off the water. What if you had something coming up and then, like, with let's say, a group of people, and then they told you, and that group of people, wouldn't that be, like, awkward for, like, everyone involved? For that
Wait.
group of people?
Are you guys... Do you guys not want me on the team?
What? Oh, my God. Oh, no. No.
Are you saying-
Zach,
No, dude.
Like,
No, buddy.
I thought I
And
was
she,
being really helpful.
She goes
Like-
forward with a hug. She's like, no, buddy. I'm so... No,
Zach's standing there with
that's not
his
it.
arms by his side.
Kamren puts down the bowl and like awkwardly like takes a couple steps like, no, dude. And he like wraps around and now you all have gravy on your shirts.
Oh,
Kamren.
I can feel it's wet, bro. That's nasty.
Like, gelatinous almost.
Oh,
And cold? Why is it still cold? You didn't even like
Why
heat
is
it up?
it cold? No, you put it in the
not?
microwave and it's
Jesus,
cold again.
man. And like Zach
I
pushes
didn't
him
turn
away.
the microwave on.
You just put it in the microwave?
Yeah,
What the fuck, dude? Oh my god.
it kills the germs.
Zach
No,
just
you
takes
gotta
the shirt
turn it
off.
on.
He can't. He takes the shirt off.
Dylan grabs a paper towel and wets it, and it starts like trying to clean her shirt.
Zach spreads his shirt out in the sink and is like running water over it, trying to get the shit off of it.
Kamren turns back, leans on the counter, and starts eating more popcorn. You guys are dramatic.
She's gonna walk into Savannah's room and then just like sit down on the bed, scrubbing at her shirt and like look at it.
Zach is still at the sink, so he thinks everyone's still in the room, and he's like, so if you're not talking about kicking me off the team, then what's the big fucking deal? Like, why? What is this thought experiment all about?
What thought experiment?
The one that Dylan was just talking, and he turns around and like Dylan's gone, and he goes, what the
I don't know,
Okay.
dude. You're gonna have to ask her.
No, whatever. And he just keeps trying to clean his shirt off. It's pretty much clean, and he just like hangs it over a chair to dry.
And we'll switch to Savannah.
I mean, genuinely, yeah. She's just outside walking Possum around. She's just like, you went to the bathroom. She's like, just kind of going around the block, just letting him sniff at stuff. She's probably getting close to getting back to Pacific Towers at this point.
There is like a house that you go past that there's this German Shepherd, and it runs up to the gate and starts barking as you and Possum walk past, and he like cocks his head, and then for like a minute they're like staring at each other. They like walk back and forth with each other, and then Possum like pees on the fence and then hurry up and runs back to your side and the German Shepherd is barking as you all continue on.
So rude, Possum. So rude.
And as you get back to like the parking lot in front of Pacific Towers and you're walking up to the front entrance, you see a familiar person with red hair and glasses leaning up against like the pillar, and it is Craig. And he smiles as you approach.
She will walk up to him like she expected him to be there.
Hey, Savannah, I'm sorry I'm early. And he kind of like glances around. You see other people walking in.
No need to apologize for promptness. And then she'll just kind of like continue walking, but like a hand, like follow me.
He'll walk with you. You guys get into the elevator. Anything on the elevator, or are you just going back up?
She's just going back up because she's assuming that he's going to have information, but she's not going to start asking until they're all together.
As you all are going up, Craig is scritching Possum on the top of the head, and then bing! You walk in, and Zach is like hanging his shirt over a chair. He puts a bowl in the sink and is like rinsing it out, washing his hands. Dylan's gone.
What happened?
Gravy hands.
Gravy shirt.
Okay, gravy shirt because of gravy hands. Like,
Well, yeah, that's true.
Kamren got gravy on my shirt, so I washed it in the sink, and now I have to let it dry.
Oh, okay, where did Dylan go?
That way.
Probably to wash her shirt and get a new one.
Mm-hmm.
He like points towards the hallway, which I guess is where Savannah's room and the bathroom are. He assumes she's in the bathroom now.
Yep, they're all back that way, I think.
Yeah, I think Savannah will let Possum go. I think she fed him probably before she took him on a walk, so she'll just let him go into the apartment, and then she'll kind of head back to the hallway that does indeed lead to Savannah's room, the bathroom, and just be like, Dylan, do you need a shirt?
Dylan is, she has like fully turned her shirt around on her body where she was scrubbing at it, and then she's just like flop back on your bed. Yes, please.
I think, Savannah will go into her room and just kind of like skirt around to the closet and grab probably a few options. Like, she's not going to have anything that like she would be like, yeah, of course, I have this thing that Dylan would like. So she's just going to grab like a few different options and be like, or you can just look and take whatever you want. It doesn't matter.
What does she grab?
I think she's trying to go for array over anything else. So like one is just like a t-shirt, nothing on it. It's just a black t-shirt. And then also one is like a button up that is like weirdly too formal for this exact thing. Like a like light colored button up shirt that you would wear to like something way too formal that isn't this. And then she's gonna grab, I think she'll have like one of those like random shirts that you get like from somebody gives it to you that has no idea what your style is for like a holiday. So it's like very weirdly stylish shirt, probably with weird ruffle sleeves. I don't know why. That's what I'm going with here. Never worn it, but it's in the closet. And then probably just like a long sleeve, like thermal kind of a top.
Okay. So that's 4 things.
4 different random things. And also the offer of the entirety of her wardrobe.
Looks like she's wearing the button up.
It's got a collar. It's very uncomfortable.
I did roll a d4. And it gave me a 2. Yeah, so Dylan takes the button up just because I guess that she figures that'll be faster and easier. And she goes across the hall into the bathroom. She's like, thank you, as she walks over there.
And then Savannah will grab from her drawer like a giant like t-shirt for like sleeping in, but like one that you get like at some sort of event, and just grab it out of that and toss it to Zach when she goes back out there. And it's like Founders Day Festival from 5 years ago with all the sponsors printed on the back.
Dylan buttons up the shirt and she's got her hands on the sink and like sits there thinking about things for a second and looks up and ruffles her hair and is like, all right, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. No, we're not. We're not gonna do this. And walks out.
And as you rejoin, Cameron's talking to Craig and he's like, so what's your favorite movie then? And he's like, My Dog Skip. Oh. Because of the dog? And he nods. Cool. What are you here for, man? And he like will look as everybody is now in the room and he'll actually look to Savannah and he'll say, Xander sent me because he could not get away from his security detail. I have some information for you all. And I can send him back questions tonight. However, he may not be able to respond in real time. And he like will like seem like he's like waiting for anybody to say anything.
Savannah will just go, we understand that he cannot respond quickly sometimes. What is the information?
There are a list of things. I will go through them in order. Feel free to interject at any point. Sub-Visser 11 will be returning to run things in Visser 3's absence during the trial, and he will arrive Wednesday night. I believe you all, Xander told me that you all asked about Visser 4. Visser 4 leads a Yeerk strike team throughout the galaxy. He has never been to Earth. A lot of information, as with a lot of the important Yeerk members, has been shrouded about him, but Xander is looking further into it. But because that he has never been to Earth, Xander believes that the Yeerks would not allow him to replace Visser 3, as it would be a poor decision. As far as who, we still do not have much information on that. You all wanted to know more about the Blade ship. They are planning on moving the docking bay for the Blade ship. They're scouting locations already towards the top of the mountain that sits at the north of Ocean Grove. Once they pick a place, they will begin construction immediately. And because of the importance of this, it will not take long, a week at most. For now, they must still use the docking bay that you all know of. Blade ship, just some more information about it, has a minimum crew of 9 to fly the ship. 3 soldiers, 1 to navigate, 2 for systems monitoring and control, 1 person for weapons, 1 for maintenance, and a commander, plus the Visser. And with the Visser on board, you can count on extra guards being there.
But only 3 total actually run the ship itself.
Yes, only 3 guards are stationed on the ships normally.
But you only need a navigator and 2 system monitors to maneuver the ship.
Yes.
Are there specific like species that are better suited for certain roles in the Blade ship? So like if we had to imagine what was going to be in there, could we assume it's going to be, I don't know, like 4 Texans and 5 Hork-Bajir, or like a few humans or whatever?
The soldiers are most likely Hork-Bajir. The other positions can really be any other species, because the Yeerk ships are designed to accommodate different species. However, because this is Visser 3's Blade ship, and he is on Earth as of now, a lot of his controllers are human. So I would say they would mostly be human, with the chances of Hork-Bajir and Taxons sprinkled in. Other than the soldiers, those are definitely Hork-Bajir. He also said that they have installed Gleep biofilters into the docking bay area that you all know of, but not to the entrances of the ship. Moving on, Xander has tried to get access to more of. He's trying to get his guards more access to the base on the army base. However, his attempts have been blocked by Visser 1, who we have found out is a human. The reasoning behind this is because in light of the current accusations against Visser 3, this request does not seem in the best interest of the Yeerk Empire, and a more thorough decision can be made after the trial. So, in short, Xander cannot get more guards in because Visser 3 is blocking it, or Visser 1 is blocking him. He cannot help you get in. However, he is working on getting blueprints for all of that, the ship as well as the surrounding areas. He also wanted me to send you all a warning. The Yeerks are now fully aware that there are Andalites in Ocean Grove. They're on the lookout for suspicious animal activity, especially in places of importance. Do not put it past them to act hostile towards an animal that is anyway suspicious, or even if it just gets too close.
So they think we're Andalites?
Very advantageous.
When do we think that Xander will be able to get us the blueprints of that base?
He is working as hard as he can. I'm hoping that he'll get them to you tomorrow. That is his plan, to get the blueprints tonight and deliver them tomorrow.
And Subvisor 11 arrives the day after that.
Yes.
Okay.
Is there anything that I can ask that you would like more clarification on?
Where is Visser 1 currently?
I believe Visser 1 will be at the trial. So if she is not already en route to the Blade ship, she may be there. But she's definitely en route if she's not already there.
So close.
Yes.
How much information do you have on Gleet biofilters?
They are essentially they scan biosignatures to see if there's a Yeerk implanted in a host. If not, not only do they sound alarms, but they also release a laser basically encompasses the entrance and destroys the species, whatever species is in there. Yes.
Is it able to specifically scan for Yeerks?
Yes. That is what they do. They scan for the Yeerks. If there's no Yeerk present, they destroy.
Is it always Yeerk plus other, or is it Yeerk plus specific other?
I believe that it is. They just make sure that there's a Yeerk.
Zach looks around. He's like, guys, I mean, I've got a Yeerk morph. So
Me too.
that means we can make 2 controllers if we need to get through biofilter.
Is there anything that's small enough? And she's like nodding at Zach, but then turns back to Craig, and then she goes, "Is there anything small enough to get through there? Like, is there any limitations on how small something can be before it's detected?"
I believe that it picks up any biosignature that enters in the scan area.
Okay.
That being said, I'm not sure. So if you get small enough, maybe.
How accessible is this code that controls the Gleet biofilters? I assume it's run off of a program, right? It has to be.
Yes, it is probably the programming is probably embedded within the device that is on the entrance in the entrances. However, it is very, very advanced.
Okay. So locally hosted, no central database that we can use to our advantage. But if we could gain access to the database of acceptable, I don't know, DNA, creature signatures, whatever the fuck.
Is it only a Yeerk signature?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Well, no. Does the Yeerk have to be in the host? Or is it only detecting a Yeerk signature?
That, I believe, it only needs to detect the Yeerk signature.
Oh, good.
Okay.
So we don't have to infect anybody. And he like looks at Savannah. He's like, we can just be in a pocket. That's great. Are there any biofilters like uninstalled anywhere? Like, is there a bunch of them in a warehouse that like maybe we could get one so we can practice on one?
I do not know the answer to that for sure. However, I would think that if they did store these anywhere, they would be within Yeerk controlled areas. So you would need to go through the biofilter to get it. That being said, I can ask Xander if we can get one to another place.
I would love to get access to that code at least so that I can try to see what I could do with it. You know what I mean?
Yes. I will ask him.
Not if it's too great a risk. We have a way through it, but like I'd love to find other ways through it.
And maybe if not for this mission, for another.
Yeah, for sure. I'd like them to not know that they're useless.
I will request one.
How difficult is... Have you made any headway on thinking about Visser 11 and looking into the programming of the ships and planting evidence that he would be sabotaging the Blade ship?
He has not relayed anything specific back to me yet. I will ask him. I'll ask him about it. I believe he is relying on you all to do that, but I can see if he has any ideas.
Yes, I don't... She's like kind of looking between Zach and him now going, I don't believe we'll be able to make much headway on that until we have an example of what we're working with.
What kind of example?
Parts of the code?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, if you all have any ideas about how you want to make this framework look, I can have Xander look into specifics on that.
Well, I believe what we will want to do is to try and put somewhere in a mission log or statement of some sort. And she's kind of like, it's clear she's pulling examples from Star Trek and like doesn't really know how to name these things. But she's like, if we can pull some sort of example of that and have it look so that Visser 11 input the coordinates in there and then later retracted their name from being the person that did that.
Yes. Leave a paper trail inside the code.
Yeah, so like low-level communications protocols, like emails, you know what I mean? Yeerk emails. Or even private notes that could be inserted into a computer. You know, if we could ever get into Visser 11's shit. Or potentially even Visser 3's. I mean, Xander might be able to upload something that's like, I suspect that I am being hunted by, you know, or whatever. Because that could be, I don't know if it'd be damning, but it would certainly be helpful. I mean, I don't know how fucking Yeerk courts work, but I'd imagine at least, like...
An incident report? Maybe he could report false skirmishes between his guards and Visser 11's people.
Yeah. It's a sub-Visser, right?
Yes, sub-Visser 11.
Sub-Visser 11.
Believe that Dylan, or one of you all, got into an altercation with them at the construction site.
Those are sub-Visser 11's people?
That was sub-Visser 11.
Okay.
As far as Xander leaving behind incident reports and him actually doing the work to frame sub-Visser 11, you may want to have contingencies if you can, because our programming will take into effect what will happen to the sub-Visser if he is caught. So it may need to be you all that input those records.
Okay. That's fair.
Do we have any history on Sub-Visser 11? Do we know if he's done anything like in the Yeerk history to mess up?
I do not know now. This is something that I can have Xander look
Perfect.
into.
Thank you.
This might be a little bit easier to find than the biofilter. Is there like any kind of a Yeerk communications machine that could be procured so I can get, maybe get some practice on that kind of code?
They operate with Z-space transponders for the most part. They do have short-range transponders that they use on planet. I am sure that Xander can get you one of those. I may be able to get you one of those before the day's end.
That'd be cool. Like the short range one or the other one?
The short-range one.
Okay. Yeah. Whatever kind of... If you can get us any kind of tech you can get us that I can potentially look how to exploit, or like maybe even Chad, and he like looks around to Savannah kind of like for approval on that one, but like he knows shit. So does Axe. Like we can ask him too. Like
We can't be caught with this, though, is the problem.
oh no, I know. Yeah, it'd be a problem for sure.
I got a good hiding spot.
No, you don't.
Oh,
Not good enough for this.
It has to be disabled. He like looks back at Craig. He's like, you got to make sure it's not active. Like it can't be traced.
I can put in a request for the basic tech that any controller can get, and maybe we can meet up and I can disable it with you all, so we can figure out what you need disabled and what you need active. If I can't get it tonight, I will surely be able to get it in the morning.
Okay. I don't know that would take all of us. I mean, maybe. He's kind of talking to Savannah again. He's like,
Right. I would like Aximili to be here for that, though, as well. Is that...
yeah, that's facts.
Would you... And she's looking at Craig. Would you... You're pretty fast. Would you be able to deliver all of this information to Aximili?
Yes.
Okay. And she's gonna take out her phone just to text him something very like, friends are coming over later or something like that, or like, so some message just to let him know, but that's like not saying it directly who's coming over or anything like that.
He sends back, aye, aye, Captain.
Oh boy.
I will put on the square one that lives under the sea to entertain them.
I think she'll just read that and put her phone back in her pocket for now. And then I think Savannah's going to look around and say anything else, and looking at everybody, but like especially between Dylan and Kamren, since they've been quieter.
Kamren will just kind of shrug and he'll say, no plans from me. I'm just along for it.
Would there be any way to get Sub-Visser 11 alone, do we think?
There may be. Normally, the Vissers have their elite guards always with them all the time. Sub-Visser 11 is part of Visser 1's elite unit. He won't have any elite guards with him guarding him. There may be some that he brings along for correspondence or, just to help him.
But he's fast, right?
He is very fast.
Very fast.
And if he is going to be replacing Visser 3, would it not be a great look when he gets to the planet to have a shot at the Andalite bandits that Visser 3 has failed to apprehend so far?
Yes, that would make him look... He would... I'm sure he wants revenge as well, along with taking down Visser 3. From my understanding, the top 3 Vissers are not in league with each other. They do not like each other very much.
So it sounds like we could pretty easily get him alone.
Yes. The Yeerks, manipulating the infighting within the Yeerks should not be hard. And Yeerks are always trying to make a name for themselves.
What are you thinking?
It's dumb, but getting him and being him.
Touching his species is very, very dangerous.
I know.
I'll do it.
We could also just take him out. I mean, yes, it would be useful to have him as a morph, but it will be way easier to just take him out.
I think it'll depend on the situation, but I also do not have a problem trying to record him.
Hell yeah.
I'll do my part then.
Okay. Well, we have some ideas.
It also sounds like you all have a very big day tomorrow. A lot of work to do. So I will not take up any more of your time. If I'm able to get any of the gear tonight, I will let you know, but I would just go ahead and plan on it being in the morning, and I will also let your friend know.
Thank you.
With nothing else, he'll kind of scritch possum again. Hit the button to the elevator and awkwardly wait for like a minute, and then bing. I'll take it down.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
Yeah. That'd be great.
I'm thinking about going to the base tonight to scout out as an owl. Stay far away, see what I can see before we get the blueprints.
You want backup?
If you'd like.
Yeah, it wasn't really a question.
Yeah, we're not going to let you go alone.
Nah. But first, before we get too far into this week, and you know how these weeks always go, we gotta pick what we're wearing.
My morphing?
Morph
This
suit.
the same morph.
No. To the dance. To the dance?
Oh, yes, sorry, the dance.
This is like the only
got
time
mine.
that we have, because it's gonna be chaos.
Zach, you already got yours?
Yeah, what? What?
Yeah.
How? What? How?
Morph suit. Suit.
I don't have a suit.
You just have a suit.
Yeah.
What kind of teenage boy are you?
A stylish one?
How do
Yeah.
you get a suit?
Suit store.
Oh,
I don't know, man. My dad makes me have one. He's like, every man should have a good suit that fits and whatever. I do. It's gray. It's got a little vest. I've got like half a dozen different ties. I'll have to see which one I think looks best, I guess. But
wait, do you have two suits?
no,
Oh,
I
shit.
really just have the one suit. I can help you find a suit though, dude.
Yeah. You see Kamren kind of like look down and think for a second, but then he like just snaps back. He's like, yeah, we'll find one.
Max and Maitea too, right? They're going too, right?
I was going to ask them if they would like to.
I don't think we gotta ask them. I think you just tell them.
Okay, all right. Whoa,
You're the prince.
hold on.
They'll do whatever
Wait.
you say.
We know. Oh, we. Oh, who? How is
Zach is
Maitea?
cheesing.
Okay.
We might have to come up with a plan for Maitea to get a different morph. If that's where you were going
Oh.
with that. And that's dependent on if she would like to attend. It is an option. This is not required.
Yep, that's where I was going.
Thought she was just going to be your twin sister, Millen.
I don't think Millen is a name.
He like looks at Kamren, hoping that Kamren will like go with him on this joke.
Cameron's like he does not have a joking look on his face, and he just is like, oh, we're bringing Matea.
Savannah is trying to ascertain where he's coming from with this.
I'll say he just picks up on that, like as you're like looking at him, and he's like, she's betrayed us multiple times, and it's been 2 days since the last one. Not even 2 days. So she's just part of the team now?
No.
Figured she shouldn't be by herself. Like, better with us than alone. If Max comes, then like she'd be alone at the cabin.
Alone with a Hork-Bajir.
Yeah.
So we don't have any problem leaving him there.
He'd be locked up, dude. So you think that neither one of them should come?
I feel like we've already made our decision on what we're doing with Matea, and I thought it wasn't including her and everything. I'm not saying Max shouldn't come.
Well, the options are limited, but if there is something to include Matea in to ingratiate her to our group somewhat, then it would be a low-stakes thing like this and not a mission where we could be killed.
Yeah, if you guys think that's what's best.
Well, let's leave it open for discussion then. This is not something we need to worry about right now.
Look, I'm not saying, and he'll like look at Dylan at this and he'll say, I'm not saying she doesn't deserve decency. She doesn't deserve, like you said, second, third chance or whatever. But I don't know. I don't know that it should be right away. And I don't know that we should take to her all the way, all of us. We can all make our own decisions, but it's just, I don't know. There's something about letting somebody that has done this to us into our group that doesn't sit right with me. But we don't have to talk about that now. We can all think about it.
Yeah, man. And we're not taking her into the group. We're going into this fully aware of what she's done. It's just that we don't know that we can leave her alone.
I do agree with that in a sense, that she shouldn't just be left to do whatever she wants.
Yeah. We'll think on it. You're right.
Yeah, but Alyssa Millen, she was like a singer in the 90s.
Million?
That's it.
Alyssa Milano?
One of them. Should we go tonight to scout, or should we go this early in the morning?
Tonight? Why do you want to go early in the morning?
I don't know. Today's been kind of cool. I just don't want to muddy it up.
We could go in turns. Me and Van could go out tonight. Dylan, I don't know if you were planning to go, but like you and Cam could go tomorrow.
I mean, I still think we should all go together.
Yeah, it's probably better, but like...
I mean, I'm down to go tonight too. I don't know. Forget it. Let's go.
It's relatively early. We have to wait until it's darker anyways, I would think, unless we wanted to go as diurnal birds and then risk a morph out there which I'm not sure I want to do, but
Not if
could
they're
wait
being
a little
aggressive
bit.
towards animals.
that's why I wanted to go at night. Harder to see an owl. Can't hear an owl. Better hearing. So why don't we just wait a few hours till the sun goes down? You can take a nap.
Well, I was thinking if we waited till early morning, we could go when less people were out and about in the city and get some rest before, all of us. But it's more for reasons of I wanted today to be fun and leave it at that. But we have stuff to do.
So Rena texted you back then.
No.
Then what's so fun about today?
He will glance at like Dylan really quick and then glance at Zach. Zach got a date.
Bro, I've had dates. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but like now we're all kind of a date too. We're all going to the dance. I don't know. I just had a good day at school, man. We met Peter. Some of us, I guess. But it's fine. Let's suit up.
Let's just go in the morning, Kamren. It's fine.
No, don't let me make the decisions. Whatever you all think is best.
Just a scouting mission, which it should be. Just a scouting mission. Then we can probably go later. Earlier.
He will like look to Zach and Dylan to like be like, you all have a say too.
I'm cool either way. I was just kind of worried about... I feel like it's easier to tell my parents I'm going to be home late than it is to tell them I'm going to leave the house early. And I don't really want to start sneaking out like too much because like it'll be... It's hard to keep their trust, and I'm trying to do that. But like I could just tell them that I'm like going to start taking early jogs or something because I'm in calisthenics now.
Wait, are you actually doing calisthenics now?
Yeah.
Oh, good for you, man.
Yeah, I had to take a PE and it seemed cool. So.
Nice.
All right. I mean, if that's cool, then okay.
So, what time?
Meet at 4 a.m.
Okay. Meet where?
Let's go ahead and meet Airborne somewhere nearby. We know where it is, so I think then Savannah would just say, well, we'll just fly over and pick you up on the way.
Oh, okay.
You grab a quick demorph and remorph in your room just to reset the clock.
Sure. Probably cool. See y'all at 4 then. Anything else then, or?
Should we have Max meet us?
I was going to text him.
That's leaving Maite at the cabin by herself again.
Well, do we trust Maite at the cabin then? This seems like this must become a discussion at this point, so are we going to trust her ever at the cabin alone? Or are we always going to be one person down every time we have a mission?
Or do we ask Max to bring her? Keep the HP locked up.
Dylan looks straight at Kamren.
He'll like look back at her and I guess it's better if she does come, because if we leave her at the cabin, which I don't know where you put it, Dylan, but exactly what she wanted is there somewhere.
How do you know it's there?
I don't know where you put it, but I know that's around the last place you had it, right?
You don't know.
True. And she doesn't either, so.
And And a scouting mission is a good enough start. And hopefully it will be made clear that she cannot betray us again in any sort of manner.
All right. You guys want to watch my dog Skip?
No, man, I don't want to cry. Come on.
All right.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna see if Peter wants to hang. If that's cool with y'all. I was gonna.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I mean, I told him I would. I wasn't really planning to skate or anything today, but like I could. Anyone else want to go? Like, hang out?
No, but thank you.
I mean, I'll come. I don't really skate, but
You've skated, man.
not
There'll be a
great.
longboard there too. They're a lot easier to use.
Yeah, I'll come with.
Okay. Later.
See you at 4.
Bye.
Bye.
Later. And then Zach goes over and presses the button and awkwardly waits for a minute.
As you meet up with like Peter and Kamren's with you, is there like, do you want to go into that or?
No, this is cutscene shit. There's a skate park. I'm sure there's tons of skate parks, but there's just a nice, like, kind of beginner level skate park. It's not like deep bowls or high verts or anything. It's just like regular kind of, oh, look, a little ramp. Oh, look, a little curvy bit. Look, a rail. And so he tells Peter to meet him there and, yeah, just fucking, I don't know, does some shit. They trade boards for a while. Tries to show him how to do a kickflip. It's just hanging out.
He doesn't get a kickflip or anything, but you teach him a little bit about riding.
He can
the
ollie
board.
now.
Yep.
He's ollied one time and not landed back on the board.
I got it up. Oh wait, fuck.
He high fives him and giggles when he says that.
Cameron's flossing in the
Nice.
background.
Oh, they might do a TikTok too. It's whatever.
Hell yeah, get your drafts up.
Yep. Anyway, that was all. Just it's cutscene shit.
And then Savannah and Dylan, is there anything you guys want to do for the rest of the night?
As the doors close on the elevator and they start to go down, and after a second, Dylan just kind of looks down and looks around and is like, so?
So,
Did you maybe want to go eat some, did you want to go get some dinner? Maybe?
sure. Did you have anything in mind?
Yeah, there's this like really cute little vegetarian restaurant downtown. I thought we could maybe try it.
Sounds fine to me.
Cool. Yeah, cool. All right, cool, yeah.
Should I dress up to your level?
She looks down at herself and she laughs a little. She's like, I am so sorry that I put this one on. Can I trade it? I'm so sorry.
I don't know why you're sorry, but sure. But yeah, whatever you'd like.
She like runs back into Savannah's room and whips that one off and like very delicately puts it back on a hanger. And then grabs the black t-shirt and throws it on and comes out. Okay, cool. Better?
Either was fine with me.
Cool.
Lead the way. And she'll like gesture to the elevator.
Dylan hits the button and waits that awkward moment.
Bing.
And she like motions. After you.
I think Savannah's gonna, she'll like just walk into the elevator, but once they're kind of like in there in the elevator, like starts moving. They're just sitting there like in that moment of silence. I think she'll be like, so I've been thinking more about this assignment for this this class, our biology class. So
yeah.
Is there like any big projects at the school, like year-long sort of study kind of things?
So not exactly year-long projects. There are like semester-long projects that we can do, but most of them are for extra credit, and I typically end up doing them.
Did you want to work on one together?
And Dylan just kind of like sits back for a second with her eyebrows raised, and she's like, yeah, yep.
I have a journal full of ideas. I should have brought it. I didn't bring it. I have a journal full of ideas.
We'll look at it later.
Sounds good.
Is this dinner something that you all want to role play out, or do you want to give me like the quick play-by-play of it?
Nope. I think the elevator doors close.
Perfect.
Savannah and Dylan go to dinner together and discuss whatever they discuss, and you guys get back to Pacific Towers. And Kamren's there. He's already like settling down, about to sleep. And as you all head off to bed too, you all fall asleep. Savannah.
You motherfucker.
You're in the Yeerk pool. You've morphed a Yeerk. And you're in Aximili's head infiltrating. We should be able to access the controls to the power conduits here, he says to you in his mind on purpose, so you can have me commit more war crimes. That he did not mean for you to hear. But he can't hide anything from you right now. He continues through the Yeerk pool as an Andalite. Everyone is watching him, but no one is making any moves. They all seem frozen in fear. He gets to a computer terminal and he begins to work. And you can feel his brain work. The synapses fire off in alarming speeds. And you stop one. Prince Savannah, please, do not interrupt me during this. We will be caught and slaughtered if I am not fast enough, he says to you. I will do your dirty work if you leave me to it, he says to himself. You notice his stalk eyes move, and the controllers are still frozen in place, but they're a little bit closer to you. His stalk eyes look back at the screen. You see data that you don't understand, but Aximili does, so then you do. Some of the words that flow through the screen are death sequence, slaughter the helpless, boil them alive. Your stalk eyes turn quickly. The controllers are frozen, but have Dracon Beams aimed at you. I am ready, Prince Savannah, Aximili says to you. The stalk eyes turn back to the terminal. To do what you are too coward to do yourself, he says internally. With one push of a button, we can end this line of Yeerk scum. There are a lot of thoughts going through your head. What are they?
There's a lot of thoughts going through her head in response to what Aximili is saying, and most of them are like when he's saying, you're having me commit more war crimes. She's just repeatedly apologizing, and when it hits with the to do what you were too cowardly to do yourself. It's more, I know, I'm sorry, apologizing. But I think in her dream, when it gets to the end of the sequence of, coming to push that button and he's been saying all of this, she's affirming what he's been saying the whole time. And so she fully commits to taking over his body at that point and takes control of his arm and presses the button.
And you send thousands of Yeerks to their doom. Your stalk eyes flash behind you again, and a Hork-Bajir is frozen in the air, lunging at you. You send a quick synapse through Aximili's brain. Thwack! The Hork-Bajir drops to the ground, his head splits apart. A withering Yeerk squirms and dies. You notice the other controllers now within tail-striking distance. Thwack! 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 More dead bodies. Dead Yeerks. You see Evan from the gardens. He sits in a wheelchair in front of you, his leg broke. Oh, hey Savannah. Shining bright as always. His eyes suddenly change and he seems darker and colder. Bright enough to burn the flesh of my people. He springs forward and then thwack! He drops to the ground, the Yeerk crawling out of his ear.
I think she was trying to fight. She would try to fight at that point. She would try to run, fight the dream. And she would try to run at that point before she would go after Evan. She would be, when things are happening and you can't, because you're in a dream, you can't control it. So I think at this point is when she's starting to fight it and trying to draw back and trying to get out of this.
And you try that, and your body does move. The Aximili's body does move, but you don't pull out of the dream. You just move around to the other side of Evan's body. Hasn't enough blood been shed today? Aximili asks. You can't respond. As you hear the boils of the Yeerk pool, and you see Yeerks disintegrating within the pool, you hear Thought Speak screams. You hear Kamren. You hear Zach. All in Thought Speak. Their bodies begin to emerge from the Yeerk pool as they demorph, but it's too late. Their skin peels off and falls around them, and they're lifeless. You see Dylan in front of you with these sad puppy dog eyes. And then you feel your body bubble inside Aximili's head, and he lets out Thought Speak screams of pain. You boil over, and everything goes black.